Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2023. We made it, we friggin' made it. I know I've already said Happy New Year on the vlog, but I know that a lot of people are here just for the makeup videos and may not watch the vlogs, and I don't want to be rude and not wish you a Happy New Year. I want your New Year to be the happiest ever. Happy New Year to you. Cheers. We're doing dry Jan, so it's tea, not champers today. So today's video is a biggie. It's a biggie. And it is one of my favorites to film every year. It is my 2022 favorites. It is the top tier products of each category from this year. And I'm gonna put them on my face. My face needs it today. I am looking hella rough. Like I'm breaking out, I'm PMSing, I need a tan, I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart, quite frankly. And you'll notice that it's not the first week of Jan. I took the first week of Jan off. It wasn't intentional, but we hit a little bit of a burnout. I just needed a few 7 extra days to recalibrate and remind myself how to exist. So I'm back. Subscribe if that sounds interesting. I'll give you a second to subscribe. I'd love to have you join our little family. It's the best on the internet, in my humble opinion. Right, yeah, without further ado, all my favorites. We're gonna talk hair, we're gonna talk skin, we're gonna talk obviously makeup. So let's fix this. Let's fix this. And let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. I just can't wait to be on the road again. Donkey! I am Donkey. Sorry, little ADHD tangent. I am literally Donkey. That friend who just constantly makes noise and follows you around and needs attention all the time. That's me. I am Donkey. Donkey is I. Call me Eddie Murphy. All right. Something of note for this year is that I definitely streamlined my products. I didn't film many makeup tutorials this year, which meant I wasn't trying lots of new products, which means I'm not trying new things as often, which means that this little makeup bag is basically what I've used every single day. None of these products are gonna be surprises to you. None of these are gonna be new to you. Basically, if you watch my videos regularly, this is the most predictable video on the planet, and hopefully just a nice little makeup look for you to watch, okay? I've just realized I've put them in the bag in order that I put them on my face, which means the things that I need now are at the bottom. Good. Excellent planning there, sweetheart. Sorry, we've got some serious Wolverine brows happening today. I will fix them, but they're really not staying where I want them to stay. Try and tame the beast slightly. Stay. First of all, hyaluronic acid has been a favorite in general. I've tried quite a few hyaluronic acids this year. Where's the other one that I really like? I really like this one from Lumine. Is it how you say it? Lumine? That one's really nice. I've also really liked the Sarah Chapman London. This one's actually completely empty. This is their Intense Hydrating Booster. Amazing. I don't know why I'm putting it back in my collection. It is empty. But my current favorite is the ACO Hydrating Booster. My skin has really been through a lot of phases this year, primarily dry. It's been really dry, so hyaluronic acid has been amazing for that, and this one is gorgeous. I'm just going to use the Eucerin Hyaluron spray just to wet my face, which I like to do before I put on my hyaluronic acid because it helps your skin absorb it. It goes on better if you put it on a damp skin. Just to wet in my mouth. And then I take, oh my god. Take me on a date first. I take a few pumps and I whack it on. I tend to do my soap brows before my skincare because it sticks better. The most hydrating face moisturizer I've tried in ages, the ACO Age Delay Skin Anti-Aging Moisturizer. And I know it looks like I've not been using this a lot, but honestly, I take this much, 2 little like pea-size amounts, and it lasts ages. Like, I use up moisturizer like so quickly because like I say, I have dry skin, so I use it up so fast. But this one is so rich. Doesn't seem to be going down. It feels thick, but it's really light and thin, and it doesn't feel heavy. It just feels so cold and hydrated. Oh, it's just so nice, honestly. Next, I've been really religiously using my eye creams, and I will continue to forever and ever as of now. The ACO Age Delay Eye Cream is my favorite. I like that it's not in a little pot, it's just a little squeezy tube. So it makes me more likely to use it because it's so easy. Like, you just, whereas like getting it out of a pot, getting my nails in it, I know that my face cream's a pot, but it just feels different. Like, I feel like I really need face cream, so I'll do it. Whereas eye cream, it's just a step where I'm like, oh, I'll skip it today if it's not really easy to use. And it does just feel so hydrating, and it really brightens under your eyes. Finally, it's bougie, but the face oil of the year that makes my face just so damn smooth, the La Mer Renewal Oil. I know it's expensive, but I think I've owned this for 2 years, and it's just like not even half empty. All you take is 5 drops and you just press it on, and it's like the lightest oil ever, so it doesn't make your makeup break up or feel heavy, but it just adds this like smooth, like slippery but not greasy finish to put products on top of, and it's just delicious. I go between these two for my SPF. The Super Goop Glow Screen SPF 30. This is the perfect day-to-day chuck it on sun cream. I wear this to the gym all the time because it just adds the most gorgeous glow to your face. Like, it doesn't add coverage, but it just evens out your skin tone. Obviously, it protects your skin, and it looks beautiful under makeup as well. It's the perfect everyday. It looks like a glowy primer. It gives you an incentive to wear it, because I know a lot of people skim out on their SPF. I've nearly finished this tube. I absolutely love it. Also love the Thank You Pharma SPF 50 Sun Protect Water Sun Cream. There appears to be a delivery man struggling with a box. Let me just go get that. That was such an exciting parcel, but I can't tell you what it is yet. So Thank You Pharma is actually a Korean made sun cream, and they are so on it with their skincare. Like, the products, they are amazing, especially SPF. And this is so light, it just feels like a regular moisturizer. It is truly a beautiful, beautiful everyday SPF. But I don't wear it so much in the winter because it's SPF 50. I actually prefer to use this one in the winter. I use this in the summer too, but I use this more in the winter because it also just gives you that glow back that winter skin tends to lack a little bit. So as you can see, it comes out slightly tinted, and it is so lightweight, and I hope you can see. I use natural lighting so you guys can like really see the skin texture of my skin, because I feel like it's, you know, you want to actually see how products sit, but it's not the best for showing like highlighters and stuff. Like, people who use artificial lighting get that like really intense glow, which looks really nice on camera, but it also kind of washes out your texture. Your skin looks really smooth. I just feel like when I am looking to buy a product and I look at people reviewing them, I want to see how it looks on skin, and like, you guys can really see my texture. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Would you rather I use like studio light? I just prefer natural light personally, as a viewer and also to make videos. It's less flattering, but it's more real, you know. It just adds a beautiful, beautiful glow. My skin is protected, and we're ready for some makeup. Well, we're ready for primer. I know this is a lot of products. I literally put on like 6 products before I get to foundation, but I just feel like it means you use less foundation. So I'm now gonna prime, and I use the Vive Skin Nova Instant Radiance Primer. This has definitely been my favorite primer this year. It's got loads of skincare benefits in it. It's really hydrating. It makes your makeup last. It is just such a lovely primer. It smells amazing. They've just released an extra large tube size, which I will be getting because I did get the extra large skin dew. I will be getting it because this on your body is also beautiful. I wear it as like a primer for like body glow as well. Bringing it out in an XL is genius, but mine is so nearly empty. Come on, do it for the people. I just need one more use out of you. Just one more, okay? Oh, there he goes, okay. It's like a gold color. It doesn't give your skin a tint, and it's not shimmery at all. But I think that it smells amazing. Honestly, it smells incredible. If you've never smelled this, go smell it, because they are now in Space NK, I believe. And now my skin is so ready for makeup. It's like, please, please put some makeup on my face. And I'm like, please let me put some makeup on my face, because yeah, I'm feeling crusty. So you know how I am with foundations. They are my favorite thing to try. I'm always testing new foundations, but I am a loyal person. When I find something I love, I will wear it most days. I used to be a NARS Radiant Longwear foundation girl, and I still wear that. If I'm ever going out, I will wear that without fail. But for day-to-day wear, and my favorite foundation has to be the combination of these two products. So the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shades 9 and 6, I mixed them together, as well as the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I use the shade 4.5. I just can't imagine a world where I don't wear the Hollywood Flawless Filter every day. I apply this first to the high points, and this basically matches my skin tone. I put it on my forehead, I put it on my cheeks, my chin, my top lip, basically everywhere. I say it matches my skin. Oh my god, I am so pale. Anyway, and then I take half a pump of each of these shades, and I love this because you can really control the pump. Like, you can take a quarter of a pump, a third of a pump. You aren't confined to just having to pump out a whole pump, which means you don't have to use that much product. It's so good. Such a good design of tube. And I also love that it's in a tube because it's really lightweight to carry it like traveling, and it's also really thin. It doesn't take up loads of space. That's probably why I've used it so much as well, because I just take it everywhere with me because it's so easy to travel with. And I've been buffing my foundation in with the Vive 117 foundation brush ever since I got it, and I just buff them into each other. I feel like I don't need to talk about the Hollywood Flawless Filter because I feel like everyone in the world has. It's the perfect glow. Like, it's not a shimmery product at all. I don't like shimmery primers, as we learned with that Rodial one, which I tore apart. I'm so sorry. If I am asking for a glowy primer, I want the texture of my skin to be smoothed and luminous. And I love it because it also adds a little bit of coverage, which means I don't have to wear half as much foundation. I can use it to sheer out my full coverage foundations. I can use it to add glow to my matte foundations. Like, it's just, it looks good with every product. Like, I've never found a foundation that it doesn't improve. It also photographs beautifully as well. And then as for the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, it is the perfect medium coverage, buildable, so you can have a light coverage. Like, I'd say today I'm wearing it as a medium coverage, like a light to medium coverage. You can still see you can still see my breakouts, my imperfections, because I wear a full coverage concealer, so I don't need full coverage absolutely everywhere, because I will end up with a more full coverage finish eventually once I've added all the other product. It's hydrating, it lasts all day, glowy, and it's luminous, but it doesn't get oily throughout the day. It's just like the perfect everyday foundation for me. But I've also worn this on an evening, you know. And then I go in with a high coverage concealer. So my favorite concealer of the year is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer in the shade Macadamia. I've had a tube of this in my collection every year for like, I remember I used to use this when I was filming my bedroom at my dad's house. So how long ago was that? Like 5 years? This concealer is opaque, but it's really thin. Like, it doesn't feel really heavy or cakey, but it just adds so much coverage, which I do need today. I am breaking out quite a lot. Thank you, Mother Nature. You bitch. And when I blend this in, I use my beauty blender. It's like a natural finish. It's not super duper matte. It's not glowy. It just covers absolutely everything. And I love that because it means you don't have to use a lot of product. Like, I know that I just used like 6 base products, but they're primarily skincare that will sink into the skin. When it comes to products that are actually sat on top of my skin, like, I use skincare to protect my skin from the products, you know? So for products that are like sat on top of the skin, I like to use less product. So using a really high coverage concealer is like less product, but for a dramatic effect, you know? But the other under eye concealer, which I'm going to mix it with, that I have loved, I think this might have been in last year's favourites as well, the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer, and I used shade 3. It's so light, but has such great coverage, and the name Cakeless Creaseless is right. It really, my under eyes crease really badly. I've got quite deep set eyes, which means that I do have like naturally creasy under eyes. I've got these big old eyes and this big old head and there's a lot of skin that needs to surround them, which means that my eyes do crease and I'm, you know, not getting any younger. So creasing is a thing. I'm yet to find a concealer that genuinely does not crease at all, but this is one of the closest I've found. It really does sit so smoothly. You just use a little bit of it. That's another reason that I really love high coverage concealers, because you use a tiny bit under your eyes, because the more product you put under your eyes, the more likely it is it's going to crease. So it means you don't have to use as much. I know this probably looks like quite a lot to a lot of people, but let me live my life, okay? So let me just blend under the eye out. And honestly, the light is quite dark today, which means that you can really see my texture. And this is the finish. Like, it's covered everything I need it to cover, but it doesn't look really heavy or cakey, which I like. So I have been a cream product girly this year, through and through. I think my favorite cream bronzer has been the Charlotte Tilbury. Again, a lot of Charlotte Tilbury in this video. I honestly think it's one of my favorite brands this year, so I apologize. But the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. Mine looks super beaten up, lol. I use the shade medium too. I really love the formula of this. It's really, really buildable. So you can do a really light layer or you can go in a little bit heavier with it, but it just blends like so easily into nothing. It's very grey. Sorry, the lighting is really horrible today, but I really wanted to film. We're just moving and grooving, okay? We're leaving complaining about the lighting in 2022. But apparently the lighting didn't get the memo. Just such a gorgeous bronzer. Oh, I have used and loved so many cream blushes this year. Cream blush has just been like the theme of this year for me. But there is one that is very new, that has been on this channel quite a lot recently, that has just changed the game for me, and it is the Made by Mitchell blush in Cold Heart. It's the perfect blue toned, cool toned pink, and I have not worn any other blush since I got this. I've not touched any of my other blushes. If I had to throw all my blushes away and keep one cream blush, this is the one I would keep, no question. Next question, please, thank you. I put this on the tops of my cheekbones. God, it looks very blue with this lighting. And I just tap it in with a stipple brush. I always get asked what this brush is. It's from e.l.f., I think. No, it's MUA. Oh my God, it's from MUA. It's the MUA stippling brush. And it works great. It was like £1. I got it years ago. It's such an old brush. So hopefully they still sell it. But yeah, whenever I use it, people always ask me what it is, and I always forget to say. Oh, and if you want to know what I use for my bronzer, it's the NYX 37. Great for foundation, but I really like it with that bronzer. In case you're wondering, I'm also a creature of habit with my brushes. I use the same brushes every day, which I think probably is quite normal. Not everyone, you know. Anyway, going over the nose. I just love these cool tones with the red. It looks so bright, but it does just blend in, like such a contrast, like the warm and the cool. I just love it. I love it. Another new product, but again, one that I haven't stopped using since it came into my life, is the Huda Beauty powder, and this one's the shade Cherry Blossom Cake. It is a pink powder. I love it. I love it. I love how it looks. It is very heavily fragranced, so if you don't like that, I'm just gonna let you know now, it's very heavily fragranced. I apply it with my beauty blender. I still bake. Am I stuck in 2020? Maybe. I just think it makes your makeup look so flawless. And I really like push it into my under eye creases. It's super smoothing, really brightening, but also I love the pink because it blends into your blush. Put it over my nose as well. Anywhere where I put the blush. It really diffuses the line of your blush, but it's not so pink that it looks weird when you put it everywhere on your skin, you know? Like, if you just want a one and done powder, it can still be that. I don't tend to do that, but you can. Like, my skin feels so smooth and so soft. I just love the pink setting powder till I die. Watch me next year being like, purple setting powder is where it's at. I mean, you never know, purple setting powder is kind of a thing too, but it's not got anything on this. Except this packaging, my lid's really loose, so I can't really travel with it anymore, which is sad because it goes everywhere. Oh, that's cold. As for setting the rest of my face, this product has been in my collection for 10 plus years. 10 plus years. It's the MAC Studio Fix powder. This is the shade NC35. So this is a powder foundation. I won't wear this every single day. If I'm not wearing this, it will be my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in the shade 2 medium, because it's such a light airbrushed finish. Like, it's such a finely milled powder. It's so smoothing. I carry this in my makeup bag every day to touch up throughout the day if I get oily. But on days where I'm like, oh, I want a little bit more coverage, this adds this tiny bit more coverage. And it also, I've noticed my face in photos looks so nice when I use this. It's just such a beautiful setting powder. And yeah, again, adds that little bit of extra coverage where you need it. It's great if you're breaking out. You can set right on top of the spot just with a bit of this, and it adds more coverage and really stops it getting shiny throughout the day. I am gonna do my brows off camera, but my favorites have been the same for years. Benefit Ka-Brow Brow Gel, the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is the shade Brunette. I'm gonna use the brow pencil today. You know what, maybe I'll just do it on camera. I'm actually having a really bad brow day. I've already used soap, as you can tell, because I look like Wolverine. But I honestly just do like a few hairs at the front, and then just, if I have any like sparse areas. I don't touch the mid part of my brow at all. Of course, my Benefit 24-hour brow set is the GOAT. It is the only brow gel that really locks these puppies down, but it has to be a combination of the soap and this. So you do the soap and then you let that dry, then you fill in your brows, and then you make the soap waterproof with this, because if you go out in the rain with soap brows, you're just gonna have a suddy face. You know, that soap is gonna mix with the water, and good luck having your brows hold up with that. But it works the same way with sweat. So putting this on makes the soap, like, it creates like a barrier between like sweat and also rain and other elements, so that the soap doesn't break down, and your brows, literally, like when I do my brows, they will not budge throughout the day. Like, absolutely, they will not let me down ever. This year for me, eye-wise, has been the year of the light shimmers, the liner. It's just not been a year for eyeshadow. Like, I really just never wear eyeshadow. I only wear it on camera, or if I'm going out. Like, if I'm going clubbing, I'll wear eyeshadow, but I'll usually wear like one color, like a glitter all over my lid. I don't think this will be a surprise. The Natasha Denona Mini Nude Palette. Just the most beautiful everyday colors. Like, if I'm wearing eyeshadow, it is probably from this palette. I'm gonna take the light kind of camely color. I basically just buff this all over the lid, and this is just to set anything that's on the lid. Like, I don't really put concealer on my eyelid. I like it to look a little bit uneven. I just like the look of it. It makes it look a little bit more effortless. Oh, I'm so carefree. Even though like my base took me like 40 minutes, my eyes took me 5. I just woke up like this. I just threw it on. Oh my god, I'm so low maintenance. There is literally nothing low maintenance about me. Yeah, no, I'm a high maintenance little lady, but I'm worth maintaining, you know? You just need a Chandler. If you know that reference, amazing. And we're gonna come back to this in a minute, but my liner favorite was the Too Faced Better Than Sex Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Liner. I believe that this was also my favorite last year. It's a really good liner. It's really black. It's got a brush tip rather than a felt tip liner, which I hate felt tip liners. I can't use them. I hate them. Oh, it's fine. It's not a powder. I don't know why I panicked. It's cream. Yeah, I just can't get on with them. I really don't like them. I really want to try the Vive liner, but I can't because Project 10 Pan has started, which I will talk about in an upcoming video very soon. This is a look that I do a lot if I'm going out, but if I've been wearing my makeup all day, I don't want to redo my makeup. I'll just like powder my skin, change my lip, top up my highlighter, and then I'll do this on the eye. So usually my eye makeup literally looks like this. This is it, but this is what I'll do. I just do a little line, little winged liner. So opaque, just so good. Oh, sorry, Liz just texted me, what do people our age wear to formal events? You know what, I don't know, I don't do formality. I couldn't tell you, babe. I feel like every time I filmed recently, Liz has texted me something that's made me laugh. I only do this on the outer corner, so I stop halfway, and then you want to do a single thin line in your crease. It makes all the difference. It makes you look like the coolest girl in the room, but it takes you 5 seconds. But you basically just want to match the line, like the same angle at the end, and it's like a little double liner. And then you can just neaten it up. I've got the shakes. My hands are really shaky. It's not my best work, honestly. Like that. Right, let me just try and match the other eye and I'll be right back. It's so easy, but it just makes you look so much cooler, you know? And even if it isn't completely perfect, it doesn't matter. Mine is definitely probably one of the messiest I've ever done it. Naturally, that happens on camera. It happens every time. But it's cool, like it's vibey, it's great for daytime. I've worn this like during the day, but I also love it on a night out. So it's a great like, oh my God, I just got the shivers, look. I get goosebumps on my face. And it looks so weird. It's really cold in here. My nipples could cut the glass. This shade here is my favorite color in the whole palette. It's like the perfect light neutral gold. Like it's not too warm, it's not too cool, and it's also not too dark. It's the perfect like wash over your lid. I literally just pop it in the center. You can put it on in the middle of like any eye look. Put it in the center of the lid and then diffuse it out. And because it's quite similar, honestly, like depth-wise to my skin tone, it just makes my lid look really glossy. I'm gonna actually take a brush just to get right up here. But yeah, if I don't do this liner, I'll just put bronzer in my crease and this on my lid, and it's so quick. Catches the light in such a lovely way. And you also don't want to put too much of it either. You don't want to build up the color. You just want it to stay, like sheer. It's a proper like Instagram video kind of color, you know, where people like just have that really glossy lid. You know about my love affair with Natasha Denona and her eyeshadows. Like they are, in my eyes, the best formula ever. And you can bring it all the way out if you want. I'm not going to. I'm just going to kind of diffuse it. And then I take the lightest shade in the palette, just in the inner corner. And this is gorgeous too. Oh yeah. I'm such a shimmery eyeshadow person these days. We're going to bronze and contour. Bronze and conquer. My contour hasn't changed. Benefit Hoola, and it has been for like 10 years. I've finished 3 Hoolas in my time, and that is actually quite the feat. So I'm just gonna contour my nose really quick. It's a bad brow day, but it's a good nose contour day. So balance. And then my favorite cheek bronzer, once again, has to go to Hoola Caramel. There is just something about the Hoola bronzers that always and will forever be amazing. I just love them. I'm not going ham. I'm gonna go slightly lighter. If you've never heard of Hoola Caramel, it's the warmer version of the Hoola bronzer for kind of medium skin, but I just like the undertone of it much more for bronzing. If I'm contouring, I'll use traditional Hoola because it's a little bit cooler. If I'm bronzing, I'll use Caramel. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? I've used this for years. And it's also in my Project 10 pan. Whoa! I keep teasing it. I am doing Project 10 pan again, and it has already started. I'm on a makeup ban. The video all about it will be coming either next week or the week after. I had my 6 months of shopping and spending and having fun with my makeup. I've still got like loads of new products that I haven't tried yet. But yeah, we have a new Project 10 pan, which I know you guys loved. Also, I needed more caffeine, so... Ah, the best sound in the world. I'm just gonna spritz my face with the Eucerin Hyaluron spray. My favorite setting spray of the year has been the Too Faced setting spray. I'm sorry, I don't have it physically with me right now. I can't find it. I think it might be in a suitcase somewhere that I've not unpacked yet. And I always do this after my, oh, I didn't put my blush on. Oh well, I'll spray again. I always do this before I do my mascara and after I've set my brows with the 24-hour brow set. That's the correct order, because otherwise your brows will fall down and your mascara will smudge. I do my eye makeup, and then I'll do my cheeks, and I'll set all the powder products with a spray to add some moisture back. And then I'll do finish my eyes. You can't mess with the system. You can't mess with the order. I do my makeup in that order for a reason. Even though it may feel like I'm kind of jumping around my face, it's just, it's how it works. It's the best way for me. Okay, now my face is dried, I can do my blush. Again, this is quite new, but I just love it so much. And it's like, all of these newer products that are favorites of the year have just completely like outdone all of my previous favorites. So it's gotta be the Dior Rosy Glow blush. It just looks good on everyone. It adapts to your skin, so it's the most flattering on you. So it looks really scary and really blue in the pan, but when it goes on, it's just this beautiful pigmented flush of pink. I like it to look quite blue. That's my preferred look, which is why I like to put it on top of the Made by Mitchell blush, because it like pulls the cool tones out even more. And I just lightly dust it at the top of my cheek. I wear my blush really high these days because I don't need my face to look any more round. So pulling it up lifts the cheekbone. Oh, gorgeous. I love it. One more spritz. Don't let it dry completely. While your skin is still a little bit damp from the spray, you don't want it to be wet, but like a little bit damp. You want to go in with your cream highlight. And my favorite of the year has of course been the Vive Skin Dew. This has not been on my face basically every single day, and this is nearly empty. I bought the extra large before Project 10 Pan so that it didn't run out. It smells beautiful. It's just the most gorgeous gold. It looks darker than it comes across on your skin. It's just so stunning. The only thing that I don't like that much is it does get messy. Like the packaging is a little bit messy, and whenever I travel it leaks. That's my only customer feedback. But the product itself is gorgeous, and oh, it's a cream that kind of doesn't set, but it doesn't feel sticky. It feels sticky when you put it on, but it doesn't feel sticky like throughout the day. And it's smoothing. I don't know how they do it. It really doesn't enhance skin texture. And again, it's actually got skincare benefits in it as well, which is something that I really love about Vive, is like, it's a very kind of skincare conscious brand. Makeup that also is good for the skin, the dream. And I love how it looks on the forehead. I really highlight my forehead. I used to put so much powder on my forehead when I was younger because I was so self-conscious about having a shiny forehead, and now I like highlight that the most. I love you. Mwah. Mascaras. I have 3 favorite mascaras from this year. The first one is of course my Diego de la Palma, my toy boy. If you want volume and length and everything, this is amazing. I'll show you, this is probably the one I'm gonna wear today. The most volumizing, thickening, lengthening, black, dark, wonderful mascara. The only thing about it is the packaging is enormous, so it's not the best for traveling, but I do travel with it anyway because I love it so much. Next is the Charlotte Tilbury Push-Up Lashes. This product, oh, thick, dark, like really layered, chunky lashes. I don't like my lashes to look spindly and like really long and thin. I want thick, chunky big boy lashes. I don't do natural when it comes to my mascara. It doesn't happen. The only thing with this is it does smudge a little bit on me. And finally, a new one this year, because both of those I think might have been last year's favorites too. I've loved the MAC Max Stack mascara this year. This again is really volumizing, lengthening, thickening. It's really dark. It lasts all day. It holds a curl really well. It basically ticks off all the criteria that I look for in a mascara. So yeah, those are my top three recommendations for you. But today I'm going to use the Diego de la Palma because the other 2 are empty. I'll do one eye and I'll show you the difference. That is one coat. It's insane. Right, let me do the other eye and then we'll do the lips. We are rapidly losing light. I need to rush this last bit. Lip liners of the year. Vive. I think Vive and Charlotte Tilbury are my favorite brands of this year. My 2 favorite shades are Rumor and Bark, and I mix them together. Bark is the perfect kind of medium brown. Great for a 90s nude. They're super creamy. So I line my whole lip with Bark, and then I go in with Rumor, which is kind of like a darker like berry shade, and I use this just on the bottom here to add a little bit extra definition, and on the Cupid's bow. And then my favorite lipstick, I've actually been a lip stain girl for about 2 years now. I feel like these don't get enough love. The Charlotte Tilbury Tinted Love lip stains, I have every colour. I wear them basically every single day. Recently, my favorite has been Tripping on Love. This is the perfect everyday autumn colour. Like, it's so... It's sheer, but it's pigmented. It's a berry. It's beautiful. My all-time favorite is Bohemian Kiss, which is like a kind of warm, light red. I don't know how to describe it. It's a really unique color. And then I've also recently been loving Petal Pink, which is a gorgeous, like, soft baby pink shade. I'm gonna go for, let's go for this one. Let's go for Tripping on Love. They're really sheer. They're great under lipsticks and lip glosses because when the lipstick or the lip gloss fades, this is still tinted your lip. But look at that. Look at that color. And I just blend it into the lip liner. The shades are all stunning. They're really buildable. This is like one light layer, which is how I like to wear it, but you can build it up. But it's just the perfect everyday autumn color for me and looks so nice with my hair, this color. It's like a sophisticated color. I don't know, I love it. And then to finish off, I've been a lip gloss girl this year, and my favorite lip gloss that I've worn so much, has to be the Vive Lip Dew in Cherub. This is my second tube. It smells so good. Oh my God, it smells so good. And it's a gorgeous hot pink, but it's quite sheer, so it's not like really intense. But I put it on top of everything. Every single lipstick, every lip liner, I just wear this on top. The perfect, juicy lip. Oh God, it's gorgeous. And it's so hydrating as well, which I really love. And it's like a lip oil basically. It's not sticky, it's really hydrating. It's a lightweight on the lip, but just looks so glossy. Like Jamie has nailed these. So good. Okay, we can release the mane. Those are my favorite skin and makeup products. A few other favorites that I'd also like to mention. The first one is Skin and Me. I've worked with Skin and Me all year and I wear it at night. So I know I talked about another moisturizer. Whenever I mention anything that's not Skin and Me, people are like, what about Skin and Me? I wear Skin and Me once a day and I put it on at night time. Sometimes I wear it during the day if I'm not going out, but because it's got a lot of active ingredients in it and lots of acids and things like that, I like to use it in the evening so that I'm not going out in the sun, basically, which is also why you need to wear your SPF. So I wear this at night and then I use a hydrating moisturizer during the day. I am currently in the midst of quite a bad breakout, but in general this year, my skin has been so much happier than last year. Like last year, I was really struggling with my skin, which is why Skin and Me reached out to me. And since I've used it, my general average skin state has just been so much better throughout the year. My hyperpigmentation is gone, my scarring is gone. I break out so much less now. Like I'll get the odd hormonal breakout still, but that is kind of an inevitable thing. They're much less severe than they used to be. This stuff really, really works, which is why I work with them so regularly. So I won't ramble on, you guys know all about Skin and Me, but I absolutely love it. My hair, I am obsessed with the red, and I think I'm gonna be a redhead for a while. Like I really have enjoyed it, it's really fun. And like I feel like it really goes with a lot of my outfits, and I like my makeup much more. Like a heavier brow, a darker lip just looks so much more wearable with the red, whereas with the blonde everything looked really intense. Like I looked like really overdone, whereas I feel like it's soft. This softens me, you know. This color is much softer on me and I love it. And I know people are gonna ask, I use Terracotta from Clairol. It's a color gloss. I use it every 2 to 3 washes, so it is high maintenance and it is an expensive upkeep, but it's worth it for me. And this stuff is so good, and it also is like a treatment for your hair. It's like a conditioning treatment. So if you are a blonde who would like to go this kind of color, go pick this up. It's like £7 at Superdrug. My favorite hair product of the year, I'm gonna give to the Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. This stuff isn't cheap, and this stuff is old school. This went viral online like 2018. Like this used to be like the it product, and back when it was really popular, I didn't have the means to buy it, and this year I decided I wanted to finally try it, and I love it. I'm gonna put some in now. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It just adds loads of volume, loads of texture, but it doesn't like dry out my hair. I find a lot of dry texturizing sprays like really dry my hair out. I want that matte texture, but I don't want to, you know, dry my hair, like actually dry my hair. I want it to feel drier, but I don't want it to actually be dry. And I find that that is what this does. And it also has a little bit of hold to it. So when I crimp my hair, I don't use hairspray, I just use that, and it holds it for like a week. Like when I crimp my hair, I only wash my hair like every 6 days. And I also find that if your hair's greasy, it's really good because it kind of absorbs some of that oil like a dry shampoo. Love it. My fake tan of the year is my U-Tan & Tone Turbo Self-Tanning Mousse in Cherry Almond Scent. I love this fake tan. I think this is my second year where I've used it pretty religiously. I do dabble with others, but I always end up coming back to this one. The Cherry Almond scent is really nice. It doesn't smell fake tanny, which I hate smelling like fake tan. It just is a slightly more pleasant smell. The undertone is the perfect kind of olivey, but it's got a bit of red in it as well. So it's not like a green fake tan, it's like a really rich olive, beautiful color. And you can wear it for just 1 hour and it will develop to a nice light tan. If you're just going out, you can literally do it for like an hour while you like do your hair and then just wash it off. Or I sleep in it and it gets really, really, really dark, which I really like. It's a gorgeous fake tan. It fades really, really well. And I've never had an issue with it being streaky or patchy. It's some good-ish. The waves have been a favorite. I've talked about this so many times, but this is the Toni & Guy Deep Waver. And it looks like this. And I literally just go. It's the quickest hairstyle ever and it lasts for days. So those are my favorites for 2022. I was gonna show you my favorite perfumes, but I'm gonna save it because the perfume roundup video is coming very, very soon. So you can see all my favorites in that one because I don't think I could pick one favorite. I love perfume so much. So those are my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy New Year. Loads and loads of content coming this year. I'm feeling really excited and really inspired to get creative. I have loads of fun projects this year that I am excited to work on. It's about to be completely dark, so I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Have the best day. Please comment down below what your top 3 favorite products of the year have been. I'd love to know. Get some recommendations in and you can recommend them to each other down there as well. If you're new, please do subscribe and join us this year. I'd love to have you. And I'll see you guys very, very soon for my next video.